Pick up, JJ. You piece of
Aren't you?
you know, you're mean. And I'll start with saying, but you're mean. But I figured you'd be on this one with me. Because yes, of course.
Oh, she's back. Nice.
She is back, sir. She is back, baggity back. First off, a couple things here, Jam, before we move on to her real quick. Mm-hmm. Would you be the special guest referee?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I even have the referee shirt, the whistle. I have the red and the green. I have the whole get up, bro.
Somebody must have worked at a Foot Locker.
No, I was actually a wrestling ref.
Oh, were you a backyard wrestling or legit wrestling?
No, high school.
High school. All right.
Amateur wrestling.
So we're okay. All right. So did you ever referee a Brock Lesnar match?
No, but coincidentally, Adam Hangman Page, yes.
Really?
Yes. No bullshit. Adam Hangman Page grew up in Halifax, Virginia, and I have not only refereed his matches as a wrestler, but as also a coach, and I do know him.
Did he win?
Yes, he was actually really good back then. Now, as a coach, not so much because the team sucked, but that's not his fault.
Right.
And yes, he's just as handsome in person as he is there.
All right. Well, for those of you wondering, he's handsome.
Yes.
Speaking of a handsome woman, Mayo Head's back.
I see.
Mayo Head is back. Let's see what she has to say.
Okay, so I'm about to go back to playing Pokemon. We're going to have an extra video today. But there's something that I've needed to talk about because...
Right. And Frozen just remind me, Velveteen Dream too.
Oh, well, there you go. Look at you.
That was like many years ago, though.
Part of this channel is keeping me accountable for my health, my mental health, and my physical health. I told y'all that I was going to be taking better care of myself physically this year, and I've not been doing it. Specifically, the past week, I've been eating gluten.
Now, all right, you don't know how this works. All right, so a little back lore on the gluten. Anytime she eats gluten, she gets like violently sick for the whole week after that.
So does she legitimately have a gluten disease?
Nothing with her's legitimate, but that's what she says. So.
Got it.
And I've been feeling the effects from it slowly. Every day I get a little bit sicker, a little bit weaker, a little bit more sore, and spend more time in the bathroom. And
I mean, look, we all know about that, right?
Listen, I can't begrudge her for that. I know that feeling.
It sucks.
You know, part of me doesn't even understand why I'm doing it. Because I know what happens when I eat gluten. I know it's making me sick.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I could die if I don't stop because my body needs nutrients. Right? I'm aware of this. But my mind keeps telling me that I deserve
gluten.
I'm waiting to see when she's going to blame us for eating gluten.
Celiac disease can lead to heart failure, cancer, epilepsy, diabetes, and thyroid disease. In short, if you have celiac disease, gluten can kill you.
Jesus Christ.
Learn something new every day.
All right. Jesus.
To be sick. I deserve to be hurting. I have to fight it. You know, I have to really fight myself and force myself to eat things that are healthy and take care of myself. And that's hard to do. It's harder to do at this particular time of the year because that anniversary reaction that I've talked about it before.
What anniversary? Is it the HIV one?
I think so. I don't. There's so many anniversaries of bullshit.
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
The murder happened.
The murder.
Yeah. All right. So I know what that one is.
It was a murder.
All right. So the first husband was dating an older lady. and she did her little move in and just be a homeless woman living with another, couple. And then they decided one night to murder the old lady and bury her. And she helped bury the old lady.
Then why isn't she in jail for murder?
The Jacksonville police, because this was in Jacksonville,
Obviously.
Determined that it did not happen, or she wasn't involved enough to charge her or the other person.
But she's admitting to it.
But yeah, she's admitted to it in many different forms.
Wait, so even the guy that she says murdered the woman didn't go to jail?
Mm-mm. Like anyone that's because again, there's been other people that have given her shit, or trying to ruin her life or whatever she thinks they were trying to do. All we're doing is observing her.
Yeah, I'm just watching.
Yeah. And no one has found any like concrete like police reports that this ever even happened. So I'm Xing to doubt. I'm just saying.
My birthday, and it wasn't until 5 weeks later that I escaped, and between, yesterday and next month, I think about it a lot. I find myself just back at that time, and remembering the days when I was tied to a bed, when I was beaten.
Wait. What?
Yes. You would find this out if you get the book.
Fine. But she was tied to a bed and beaten?
Tied to a bed, beaten by not only that person, but several of her family members as well. It's a common theme that she always gets tied to a bed.
Sounds more like a movie, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is a little fictional, yes.
When I was told that I was going to be killed and buried in a backyard, and all of those nights just saying that
She was going to get the Jenny from Forrest Gump treatment, huh?
Mm-hmm.
somebody is going to find me. This living on that hope that somebody is going to find me.
See, I don't think she understands how Florida is. If you dig down any further than 2 feet in Florida, you start hitting water.
It's water. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't really bury people in Florida. You can feed them to gators,
Yes.
but burying them is pretty dumb.
But nobody ever found me, because nobody was ever looking for me. Nobody was ever looking for her either.
And nobody went to jail for this.
No, none that I can find, or any of the Captain Team Awesome Autism can find. So, and we've done extensive research.
I believe you.
It bothers me. It bothered me a lot then. The fact that nobody looked for me, nobody noticed I was missing. I dropped off the planet for 5 weeks and nobody noticed. And
I guess be more memorable would be the what you should take from this.
I mean, something, maybe have friends that care. Don't run them off with your bullshit.
afterwards, that was like a big part of it was I often felt like I should have died because nobody cares. If anybody cared, they would have noticed that I had been gone. And that's where a lot of the feeling that I need, that I deserve to hurt and that I deserve to be sick and that I deserve to just let my body waste away. I still feel that nobody really cares and nobody's ever going to care. And
Hey, Mayo Head, I care. Never stop making content, please.
Yes, please. We don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to be healthy, as a matter of fact.
And I know that's wrong, because there are so many of you that do care, and it's about half and
Is she borderline?
I
know she has a bunch of diseases.
What? Diabetic.
Borderline personality.
I've seen a couple of. I'd say she's more schizophrenic than anything.
half on my channel now. About half of you want to see me fail and half of you want to see me succeed.
No, hold on. I'm going to
No.
do something right now. I want to see you win at life. There. Now she knows.
Like, I think we can make her viral. If we take this Mayo head thing and we go, hey, guys, let's all do the Mayo head challenge.
Yes.
Okay? And then we all go get the shittiest mayo you can find. Don't get the good stuff. Get the shitty stuff. Because you got to be authentic. And we all, well, I mean, I guess you could wash your beard. Maybe.
Yeah, of course.
Your head, you're bald.
Yeah. But I can do my beard.
Yeah, do your beard. We'll get Merce to do it. Maybe some hair will grow in the front of his head after, the treatment.
Quite possibly.
And then we'll get everybody doing it. We can get even Zen Rhino. Zen Rhino can do it. I know. Well, hold on. He's bald. Doesn't have any hair either. Does he have chest hair? I don't want to know.
No idea. I don't want to know. Why would I want to know that?
Never mind. Who has hair? Arnold Nicotina's got a beard. He can do the Mayo challenge.
Yeah,
Who else?
Arnold
Frozen?
Nicotina's fucking too busy screaming at hospital workers.
Yeah. All right. I've seen Bali. Bali's got hair. Who else has hair? We're all old fucks that have no hair. Well, at least y'all are.
But the women could do it. Like
Yeah.
Miami Milf could do it. Closer could do it.
Yeah, and we'll
Maureen.
start the engine, and then it all starts with her, so she'll go famous.
Yes, the Mayo Head Challenge. I really like that. And
We need to do it.
we'll do it like how they're doing the challenge for ADL, that they were doing the water bucket challenge. Or ALS ADL. ADL is fucking something completely different. The ALS challenge. We could do something like that, but for Mayo, we just have to pick a charity. Like, I don't know, what's a charity we could pick?
Multiple personality disorder.
There you go, disassociated. Well, that's perfect. So we're gonna do the Mayo Head Challenge for multiple personality disorder. We're gonna make it go viral. Everyone puts mayo in their head, and then we raise money for crazy people.
I like it.
I think this is great. I think we could make this work.
This is doing good for the world.
Yeah.
And, that's still over 100 people that actively support me. But my brain can't wrap it can't understand that. Like,
Bali says I could put mustard on my hair if that helps. Sure, why not?
And how can you not afford like Mayo? The Mayo head can do it.
Yeah, she's homeless.
Yeah, she even got the cheap shit. That's why I say get the cheap shit. Don't
Even
waste
though-
dupes on your head. Come on
No,
now.
of course not.
so part of me knows that there are a lot of you out there hoping for me,
I hope for you too, every day.
I still feel like I'm on my own. And
Look, this
I'm
one
not.
this one goes out to her.
Yep. There you go, just for you.
Tastes like mayo.
That's,
No, it tastes like weed.
That's a hope bowl.
I am, but I'm not. So I'm really going to be trying harder. I'm going to be going back on the gluten-free as well as
Miami Milf is so bougie. She goes, I don't even know where to buy cheap mayo.
You go to the dark zone uptown.
Yeah, there you go. Go to Overtown, Miami Milf.
I can, I've been having a lot of issues with just not eating at all when I don't eat gluten because I have trouble with food. It took me.
Well, the first indicator that you had trouble with food is the fact that you put mayonnaise in your head.
Yeah, but not trouble in the way you would think exactly. You're fucking lathering mayo in your fucking head. That is trouble with food, I will agree. It's kind of like Airplane when he has a drinking problem. He just can't put liquid in his mouth.
Probably about 3 hours to actually finish that steak last night. I cut it up and I was picking at it while I was drunk. And if I wasn't drunk, I wouldn't have been able to eat that much of it because I don't eat.
I'm detecting another problem that may be the reason.
So maybe you shouldn't buy so much cheap wine.
Yeah, cheap shit. See, that's her problem. She goes cheap. If she went for the finer things in life, she would be fancy.
Duke's Mayo and fancy wine.
Yes. Good shit.
But anyways, that's what's going on right now. I'm working on it, but this
Oh, good
month,
point. Double sunburn. You put mayo in your head and you rice to birds. That's the trouble. You keep wasting it. There it is.
That is a problem with food. I will agree.
is especially hard for me with
Yeah, that is a good question, Marie. When does steak have gluten?
It doesn't. But does rice have gluten?
I think so. So
maybe,
I don't know.
I don't know. What I don't know if rice has gluten.
I just eat the food. My old lady makes it.
Just does rice have gluten?
All right, you do that one. I'll do steak.
A gluten-free diet is the only treatment for the condition. Gluten is found in grains, wheat, barley, and rye.
Does steak have gluten?
You could eat rice. You could eat rice and potatoes, it says.
Yes, meat is naturally gluten-free.
Okay, so that answered that.
There you go. So she could eat rice.
Feeling alone and feeling like I deserve pain, and just, I apologize if my videos start getting a little bit depressing.
I mean, first off, to imply that they already weren't depressing to begin with. It's not like we started at a baseline of not depressing videos, and now the rest of them is just her catching Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but man, she makes a lot of videos, huh?
She's a machine, dude. That's why I said if she goes viral, she's gonna fucking go crazy. Like, well, I mean, all right, that's kind of putting it a little blunt, but she's a workhorse. She's ready to go.
This is weird, but I think I'm sunburned, but I don't know. What is happening to my chest?
That's from the drinking, honey.
Why is it red, and why does it change colors when I press on it? Am I dying?
That's not good.
Maybe that new crystal you got around your neck is poisonous or something.
Well, that's the old one, Royce.
Oh, you're right. You're right. There's an old video. Maybe that old crystal was poisonous or something.
I'm sorry. I know enough about her to tell the difference between her neck.
Of course you do, JJ. Of course you do.
I'm too autistic for this. You can't catch me, Royce. Go ahead, hang up on me. Just kidding.
Ha ha! That one's mine, JJ. That one was mine. What's the tally now, big guy?